So in this video, we are reacting to Kim Kardashian is public enemy #1 after this. Yo, welcome back to another reaction video. Today we are reacting to Kim Kardashian being called out. I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure this happened a few other times too. I think it was like like a year ago or something like that. Kanye crazy. He off the deep end already. We already know that one. But I think that he was right in some aspects of what his daughter. Without further ado, let's get straight into it.
She been comment me.
There are certain people that I feel like they just get negative press even when they did nothing wrong. And a lot of the time the negative press comes off of the back of being justified. And in this case, it's Kim and Northwest. And this comes with Northwest and Ye. Ye is obviously far more beloved by men than Kim. So a lot of people will side with him. And you got to keep in mind how Kim got famous and all that. We know my take. My take on it is Ye knew exactly what Kim and that family was before he got involved.
Yeah, she didn't kick up the whole family. They was famous, but she turned them up a few notches.
So
definitely,
that comes
for sure.
That, marrying, having kids, etc., you knew what it was. But this is all having to deal with Northwest. And I'm going to play you guys the clip that everyone is resurfacing of Ye, and then we're going to get into it and why I think there is nothing wrong here.
Hey everybody, I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said
this was 2 years ago, huh?
Again, I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said I am not allowing my daughter.
Have you ever wanted to see your home from space?
Ads.
With this free satellite
I don't got
birth maps
YouTube
tool,
Premium,
you
so
can zoom
subscribe.
right down
To be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say-so. And then when people say, oh, they're going to use this for you in court, I didn't have a say-so on whether or not they went to Sierra Canyon. Most men do not. There's no such thing as 50-50 custody in society today. That's not even, it always leans towards the mom.
Oh yeah, she in Sierra
right
Canyon.
now, and I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece.
I wonder if niggas be walking around like Bronny at Sierra Canyon and Bryce, Bron James' kids. They're like, oh yeah, that's Northwest, and keep it pushing. Or do you feel obligated to like, my dad is LeBron, your dad and your mom is Kim and Kanye. We gotta like exchange some words in the hallway with your 5th grade buddies and my senior buddy. You know what I mean? How is it?
Of what I dealt with. You understand what I'm saying?
So here you have Ye with the TikTok situation and the usage of TikTok by his daughter Northwest. She was 9 or 10 when this was posted. She's 12 now. She was born in 2013, I believe. Yeah, I think it was Yeezus when she was born. And this is coming off of the backs of...
The way these kids be growing, bro, I don't remember anybody else growing like that. I remember I thought she was born, well, I don't know, but they just be growing fast. That's the end of my story. They just be growing fast.
A tweet and TikTok that she put out, she being Northwest. I'm gonna show you guys the image right now. It's on your screen. You can see the braids,
Good God.
Colored braids, like a sound.
The henna,
colored braids, colored eye contacts or contact lenses, the chains, the face tats, the piercing. I don't know if the piercing is real or not, but I think it's just temporary, and the grills. So this is just keep in mind, it's Halloween right now. She also had, I think, some glitter on the nails or whatever, and I'm gonna show you guys a short clip of that with her friend.
I feel like I could be Batman. I feel like you could be Batman. Anybody could be Batman. You just gotta get the gadgets.
So here she is with her friends that's doing the pink one is doing the green one, and they're just having fun. But everyone is turning it into this whole thing of like, yo, how this is so bad. And there's also them linking up with Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely backstage at the show. Damn, they really got the Ricks on, huh? Well, I mean, these are all rich kids. What do you expect? They're just having fun, man. And this is the thing. They're like, yo, she's 12 years old. She can't put fake tattoos on her face. Let's be fair.
Nah, I remember when I was told my dad on a liquor store, I was putting tattoos right here, blasted. It was a big ass dragon. No need. Right here, a dice. We didn't have spider web. It was hella dragons. You know the cards where you gotta put in the 4 coins like this and go. Hold on, I'm an old ass nigga. You put in it would be like 25 cents. You put in 1. There's 4 slots. And you push it in and out. And as you pull out, you're pulling the thing out like ding. And you'll take it out, take off the paper, stick it on, wet it. It was on cardboard. Now they do it on paper, but it was on cardboard before, so it used to be stiff and you used to have creases when it came out. But I used to put them tattoos everywhere. I used to actually go to school and sell them too. Don't let nobody know about that one. I was selling them for like $2. I was getting them for like 75 cents.
When we grow up, we think that the stuff that we did as kids, that these kids are not doing. And we're not even talking about anything that is adult related. Like, dog, when I was a kid, I was putting on magnets. You guys remember those things? Those like magnets that you link up on each side of the ear so you could have like fake earrings. Like, I did that. What else? What else did we do? We had fake tats to try to look like Randy Orton or some other wrestlers. The ones that you just put on and they're temporary, like what she just did, except they're wrestlers.
Like, all the tattoos from back then, the temporary shit, I think the ones still today all look like this. It's just a random shape that look like it's on an Ed Hardy apparel. That's all it is. It's like all it is. You know, you see how you can't make out one thing besides like a skull? Even a skull. They be having temporary skulls too.
The ones that you just put on and
it really looked like this on your arm.
She just did, except they're just doing it on the face. It's just that when we were younger, nobody had tats on the face. It was so uncommon. I mean, yeah, you had Birdman and you had Wayne, but that was in the late 2000s, and it was in the late 2000s. I'm saying that they got nationwide popularity everywhere, and even then, it was very, very uncommon. The era that Northwest, like I said, was born in 2013. When she was
that means when
5
she
years
was
old,
3, everybody started getting face tats. When she was 3 or 4, everybody started getting face tats. You remember that boom? 2016 XXL. Ooh, that was a good time. I might have to do a 2016 recap.
The rapper had face tattoos, and even like her goats are probably like Trippie Redd, which, not to knock Trippie Redd, but I'm saying, like, you look at Trippie Redd and you look at what she's got on right now, you're like, okay, I could see the influence there. That doesn't mean that she's gonna get it. She's gonna actually get it done. The grill is temporary. It's a Halloween outfit, dog. Then there were chicks that were 12 years old getting some crazy piercings. Northwest doesn't have any of that. She hasn't done anything crazy, and on top of that, her family, which you could say whatever, but the mom doesn't have any tats. I don't know if any of the sisters have any tats either. They don't got any crazy piercings. So from that end, they're normal. Now, mentally and the adjustments or enhancements, you could say, that they made to their faces and bodies and modifications like that, that's a different story.
Yeah, because what are tattoos when you get in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if Ye is talking about that, and that has yet to happen, of course, like she's only 12 years old, then there's a point to be made. But even like North I think North is having fun. North likes making music. North is into this type of stuff and dressing up and all that, and that's perfectly fine. It doesn't got to go crazier. It doesn't got to be any crazier than that. People were at 12. 12 kids are sneaking out. 12 kids are active.
Sneaking out at 12.
Active. And then we're not going to talk about what kind of activity, but you could probably put 2 and 2 together. There were chicks that were wilding out at 12. I mean, just take a look at an example of what's going on with the David situation. That girl was 12
she was
years
young,
old, and she was running away from home, and you could say
since
it's probably
10 though,
because of an unstable home environment, and that is true. But how many unstable home environments lead to a situation like someone running away? That's an outlier even in an unstable environment. So that girl was just out and about everywhere, talking to strange people online, doing all that. Meanwhile, like, no, North is clearly getting chaperoned to these places. There's always somebody with an eye on her. And what people are choosing to be upset about is some fake face tats, some fake piercings, and like what, colored braids? Oh, that's a wig. It's clearly an extension. Like, you cannot be upset with the colored braids at all. And then I think they were saying that she was trying to be Molly Santana, but Molly Santana doesn't got any tats on her face.
Who is that?
As far as I know, I haven't seen any. It's kind of crazy that India Love has a face tat. I never even, I don't even know when that came to be. What era of India Love did that come out to be? For those of y'all that are tapped in with her, that are big fans of an India Love. Where I will say that Ye was 100% right about, and where the backlash was justified, was the Ice Spice link up. So yeah, Ice Spice pulling up to, what's her name, to Northwest's birthday, or Ice Spice doing TikToks with Northwest when
YouTube Premium
Oh
is ad-free
my-
YouTube. And
Ads.
YouTube Music Premium, a whole app.
all we know Ice Spice for is shaking the rear, shaking the derriere, the behind, then you could say, okay, sure. But like I said, even though I think she's also kind of like a cartoon character to these kids, because
This was peak Spice right here. When everybody was collabing with her, you was like, damn, where the hell is she at? Everybody was using her ass. Everybody was using her ass. 2022, it was 2023 was peak Spice when she was on every couple swipes. It's like, damn, bruh. You on every feed, every part of the feed. If you're like into like the, the creators and, you into the music, you know what I mean? Like right now, I feel like it's like Gunna and Playboy Cardi. It's like, damn, bro, get off my feed.
of how Ice Spice has that orange hair, which people still think is her natural hair color.
Nigga
But
stupid.
She had like the Rugrats, not Chucky. Chucky didn't have that curly hair.
Damn, she did look like Chucky.
She had that wig, that except orange on top of her head, that was super curly or coily. And then now I think she's doing more of the longer hairstyle. So that's some backlash where I'm like, okay, it's understandable. Ice Spice throwing it back constantly, that being her whole brand, the munch from the beginning. I don't think she's trying to change it. I think she's attempted to, but then realized, this is not gonna sustain me. And also the way that her weight fluctuates is kind of impressive that she's able to do that. Like gain weight, lose weight.
Yeah.
That's not easy. But yeah, that's an
Like on some
association
Fousey
where,
too.
okay, this is not good. If they got her kicking it with Marilyn Manson, that wouldn't be good. That would be worse. People should take a look at other situations where you've got people like Lil Baby's kid addicted to sports betting, which is significantly worse than
Which one?
anything that
The gay one? Cause I know I know Jada made one of them turn out.
that Northwest has been on. I just think people don't like him and they mess with Ye, and sometimes Ye is tripping. And in this situation, Ye didn't even trip out. If it was really, really bad, he would have came out and said something about it and went on a rant. But this has been calm. Nobody cared about this.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna end the video right here, but I feel like there's nothing wrong with what she did, especially because it's around Halloween. But I feel like we've seen her like this when it's the middle of the summer. You feel me? So like, and allowing your kids to do this too often, I feel like does allow them to. Oh my goodness, it does allow them to fill it out and go. I actually like this when they get older. You get fake tattoos so much you liked it, you can't wait till you get it, and then you just go crazy with your tattoos. But at the same time, someone who is never given the temporary tattoos gets older and then gets the real tattoos. So I mean, it is what it is, man. This not too bad, but you do gotta watch who she hangs out with, cause niggas are gonna see you dressed like this, looking older, and start even though it's not right. You shouldn't be, but if you gonna look that way, you gonna give people more of an excuse to look at you that way and validate that thought. But appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm gonna see y'all next time.